Good evening, world. This is Xanud. Hope you guys enjoy my show. My two-part show I made about James Gunn and Kevin Feige's fall of the MCU. Yeah. So this video, I might make a 1 hour video, maybe 1 hour, 15-minute video. I'll make. Yeah. Then after I upload the video, I'm gonna bike to Dindy's and get my check because they close at 9. Dindy's, so around like 7:30, I'm gonna go get my check and my tip. I'll watch the show with you guys. And around 8:30, I'm gonna go get my hot dogs at Snack Shack. Obviously, the folks left. I'm home alone for 2 days. So today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, I'm home alone. Well, I'm home alone today and tomorrow, and then Wednesday they're coming back home. Maybe after my shift at Denny's, will be home. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe at nighttime they come back home. I don't know. So I'm home alone for 2 days. Obviously. What are you eating? I'm eating Jamaican patty. With ketchup, it's really good, right? How much do we have? I'm $2.59. Yeah, but I've been eating bad the past couple of days, but I want to go back to eating healthier, obviously. Alright, that was a sick video, I know, especially the fall of Kevin Feige, I know. Not the fall of Kevin Feige, the fall of Kevin Feige's MCU. Obviously. As for Marvel's phases 1, 2, and 3, Kevin Feige had people to keep him in check and to consult and help him out. And once he got rid of them because he was egotistical, that's when Marvel went downhill. So, hence why you have that debate. Is Kevin Feige really the man responsible for Marvel? Ultimately, he is, but there's also a debate and a deeper story behind all that, right? You gotta put that in mind, right? Yeah. He ultimately is. He's the president, obviously, but for Marvel's phases 1 and 2, he had people who kept him in check. I think Kevin Feige, because he was the president, he didn't like that. And he was cocky. Oh my God! Like Endgame, like broke the box office record. He got cocky. I can do this myself. I don't need these guys. And then look what happened to Phase 4, man. And 5, it went downhill from there, right? Yeah. That's why I told you, Kevin Feige, I believe, got desperate and he panicked once Quantumania flopped. Because Disney was obviously expecting Ant-Man Quantumania to be a hit because that movie was the bridge leading into the Avengers Kang Dynasty, and it was terrible. It flopped, and obviously Kevin Feige, he had a panic and he had to make changes. Obviously, he panicked. Obviously, that's what I think happened. I don't know what happened honestly, but that's what I think what happened. Kevin Feige panicked, obviously, right? Yeah. He panicked. Kevin Feige. And this Jamaican pie is amazing. It's not meat though. I think it's chicken. It's not beef, right? Yeah. What I'll do from now on, I'm gonna split my videos into parts. That way my videos get uploaded faster. Because if I make one long, like 1 hour, 30-minute video, it might take longer to upload. Whereas if I split it into 2 parts, maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 40 minutes, the videos will get uploaded. The videos will get uploaded faster, obviously. That's what I'll do with Tony. If the vlog is probably 2+ hours, I'll split the video into maybe 40-minute parts. That way they get uploaded faster, right? I'm saying? Yeah. Was it really long? I even know. I only speak for maybe an hour. I'm done. And after that, I might watch. I don't know. I might finish Andor season 2. I also want to finish The Last of Us season 2. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, skies will blow out of the water. Oh yeah, skies will blow out of the water. Skies will blow Hollywood out of the water. As my movies are going to be doing way more money than the Hollywood movies, and the Hollywood Zane stars, actors are gonna make their millions in speaking, man. Me and VJ speaking deal is like a 50 to 100 million deal, even 100 million plus deal. It's a huge deal. If I speak at 80 places, I'm pulling in some places I pull in 2 million, me and $1,800,000. Me and VJ speaking for deals like a 50, 80, 100 million deal. And speaking, me and VJ are making like our 100 million speaking. We signed a mega deal for speaking, me and VJ. And the actors get their 2, 3, 4, 5. They make peanuts compared to me and VJ, right? Because me and VJ are the boss, right? Yeah, we're much bigger than you. We have the keys, yeah. We made it back, yeah. 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 Hence why the Hollywood actors' agents, they're gonna want 10% of all the actors' earnings, even their speaking money, because they know the speaking fee deal for my company is a huge deal. The Hollywood actors, they know it's a huge deal. Hence why they want a bigger. The agents want their 10% cut of that because they're greedy. Because the standard rate in Hollywood is 10%. 10% of the actors' earnings. But some agents might take 15, 20%. But the standard rate for managers and agents is usually 10%. In sports, it's 5%. In Hollywood, it's 10%, obviously. For sport leagues, the agents take 5% of the professional athletes' earnings. Whereas for acting, they take more. They take like 10%. For sports, the agents take 5%. That's how it works, right? Professional sports. That's why John Megan might be pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Like, John, man, you gotta give 10% of your money to your agent, man. You can't be greedy. The agents sign a deal. The managers and agents obviously are taking 10% of your money, John. And John's like, I know. Yeah, if you make $4.3 million, John, you gotta give $43,000 to your agent. That's how it works right now. That's how it works. That's how it works. Yeah. That's my hard wall of water. Ivan, you're crazy. You really think James Gunn and Peter Safran will leave DC to work for you? Oh yeah, they will. Oh yeah, they will, man. Because for my company, you get stability. I also give you your freedom. You don't have to do anything. And I'm willing to pay James Gunn and Peter Safran way more money than what they make in Hollywood. I told you, I'm willing to pay James Gunn and Peter Safran a $26 million sign bonus for Zanus, $5 million the first year, $3 million the other years. Ivan, that's a bit too low. Yeah, James, because I'm paying you through the budget. I don't want to overpay you and have you dupe me. I'm going to pay you a big bonus. That way you get millions in your account. You can put a down payment on your, I don't know, your $6-7 million house in Vancouver. And I'll give you guys $70 million of the film profits for saying this. Why, what would 100? No, guys, you get 70. That's 42 million after taxes. That's enough money for you. You guys are making, like, I don't know, you're 55 million after taxes in your bank. after the 5 years. That's a lot of money for James Gunn and Peter Safran. $55 million richer in the bank. That's more than what they make in Hollywood for DC, right? I guarantee James Gunn and Peter Safran make maybe $10 million for DC as CEOs, co-CEOs. And I'm paying them less for their salary, but I'm paying them a big bonus, right? I'm giving them a nice piece of the film profits. They're making more for my company than they're making in Hollywood, obviously. And they get their freedom. They don't have to do anything because I'm not a dirty businessman, right? I'll never make an actor or an executive pay to make their money. When you're in my company, you get your freedom with me and BJ. Because I'm a clean businessman, I'm not wicked like you guys. Yes, I have mental issues, I have anxiety, I trip and everything, but I'm a good, holy man. I'll never let an actor or an executive pay to make their money. Or you can have David Zaslav work for you, grab him from Hollywood, but because he'll be like 75 then, you can have him work for you for maybe 10 years and that's it. When he's 85, he's done. And you hire someone else, obviously. But David Zaslav's high on life. He's too old, man. He'll be like 75 by then. Whereas James Gunn and Peter Safran are younger. James Gunn's about 60 now. James Gunn's getting there in age too. He's like 58, 59 now. So by then he'll be like late 60s, pushing 70. So James Gunn, you can have him work for maybe 15 years. Obviously, and after that you retire him, obviously. And Peter Safran's younger than James Gunn, I think. He's younger than James Gunn. Some Sarah. Man, that Jamaican patty was good, man. I'm not going to eat anymore because I want to save my appetite for my hot dogs, right? My Snack Shack hot dogs. Yeah, I'm going to get Snack Shack hot dogs, obviously. Later on tonight, around like 8:30, I'll get my hot dogs. Yeah. I'm also going to get more beer. Yeah. I should get my other check tomorrow. I don't know, my $300 check from the government. That money, I'll save that. Whereas my Dinty's money, I'll just blow that. And then the leftover money I have in my bank, I'll blow it, obviously. I'm going to have to start being serious with my savings. I keep blowing my money, right? I have to save that money and get my book proof right, man. Zanus is the journey for me becoming king with VJ. Yeah. Zanus is the journey for me becoming king with VJ, right? Why are you wearing a ripped shirt? Because I like this shirt. I wore this shirt like years ago when I made my miscellaneous series, but it was not ripped back then. I like this shirt. I'm wearing it at home, right? It's a ripped shirt, but it's a good look on me. It's an old rusted up t-shirt. I like the look on me, that's why I like wearing it. I mean, it's a good look on you. I know it's a good look on me, that's why I'm wearing it, obviously. Yeah. Some Sarah. That's why this gas will out of the water. Me and V's gonna own a $1 billion house. A $1 billion house. $1 billion house, maybe you home, man. A fucking nice house, man. Yeah, man, that's why all the Zanes always are like, holy shit, this is your house? Yeah, I was shocked. My company's like incredible, guys. Better than Hollywood, man. Yeah. Better than Hollywood. Yeah, man. Better than Hollywood. Ivan, you're crazy, man. There's no way Zane's is better than fucking all the Marvel movies and James Gunn Superman, Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, Shang-Chi, Black Panther. No, guys, a better story than all those movies. Zane's is a masterpiece. It is the greatest story ever told. Yeah. As my stepmother told me, Zane's is number one for a reason, right? Yeah, Ivan, your book's number one, and Hollywood will be all over your story. She told me that. I'm not lying to you guys. When they sat me upstairs 3 years ago, she's like, Ivan, yeah, that book is number one, and Hollywood will be all over your story. Hollywood would love this, Ivan. She told me that. And they own Hollywood. They know all the best IPs. And they told me my IP is number one. Number one because it's the biggest IP because I wrote it and it's worth billions. And a second reason, it's also the greatest story ever told. As I remember, I heard my stepfather, he's like, how the heck can you come up with a story like that? In other words, when they hacked my laptop and they read some of my book, they were shocked by how amazing my book was. Yeah, there's something unique about Ivy's book. The characters up on the page is so entertaining and such a powerful story. That book is number one, man. Ivy's gonna be he's gonna have a popular IP, yes. That's why the gates want to control my brand. But they're not touching my brand, zero. That money's for me, VJ, it's not for you. You're just a greedy pig. Yeah. Yeah. All the hundreds of trillions in the world goes to you. And you also want to steal me VJ's money because you're fucking greedy, man. If I sell out, you're gonna rob me and take all my money and give me the peanuts, man. Because you're envious and you're blinded by your envy and your greed. Your psychotic greed, right? Yeah. So the gatekeepers are greedy psychopaths. Yeah. You make your hundreds of trillions around the world. All the hundreds of trillions around the world goes to you. You make more enough money, and you also want to steal my billions off my book, man. Because you have to be a greedy pig to do that, man. And yet they're gonna what? They're gonna force me to either you bow to us or you die, Ivan. You suffer the consequences. If you want to control your money in my house and get you at the same time, we don't want you getting VJ off yourself. So all going to be you VJ have to share or you pay for that, Ivan. Yeah, and I make you the choice of brave. Yeah, Ivan, it's not fair. It's not fair, man. You think you can just, like, I don't know, my stepbrothers and my stepparents are Ivan, like, it's not fair. You think you can just have VJ all to yourself like that, man? I'm like, yeah, she's my wife. I know you're envious. That's too bad. You're not getting any more of a piece from her, man. You already touched her and you got your trashy sex. VJ's my wife, and I deserve to have her all to myself. I'm not sharing with a garbage wife forever the world, man. You guys are fucking crazy people. Yeah. Obviously. So, Ivan, what's the real battle about when they sit you upstairs? It's about me and VJ's relationship. At the same time, it's also about the money, the control, the financial control. The gatekeepers, because this is their house, they don't want me controlling my money in their house, obviously. But I deserve to control my money because even though this is your house financially, this is really me and VJ's house, man. We created this place, man. You didn't. This may be your house, but you didn't create this house, and you're not the rightful heir. Me and VJ are the kings and queens from the heavens. We're the rightful heirs, not you. You did not create the universe. Me and VJ did. And you don't deserve to control me, which is money, Samsara. You're gonna dupe me like you do VJ. I'm like, hey, we're gonna make you into Hollywood star. Bullshit. You told VJ that, and she has a shitty career in Hollywood. You're gonna dupe me too. You're gonna steal my money and give me all the peanuts, man. Trust me, Ivan, if you sell out, the gates are gonna destroy your life. And watch, they'll give you maybe 50, 60 million of the money for the book, man, and give you the peanuts. They're gonna steal all your billions, Ivan. So compare the 20 billion I make by self-publishing my book and not selling out to the gates to the $50 million I make selling out to the gates. They steal my money. I'm like, oh my god, these guys duped me, man. You know, Ivan, you happy? You made $60 million on your book. I'm like, where the fuck's the rest of the money? Ivan, what do you mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we pay you a lot of money, man. Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, these guys fucking duped me. Yeah, they stole my money and gave me the peanuts. Yeah, that's why God gave me the keys. That way I know my own door and the gates don't dupe me. Yeah. I know I don't like the keys, Ivan. You tripping, yeah, I'm anxiety. I don't hate you with the keys, but that's how you open your door, Ivan. And you make your billions, man. That's how it works, right? That's how it works. Yeah. Will this video be long, Ivan? No, I'm only going to talk for maybe an hour, man. So I'm a bit tired. And I'm going to upload the video, and after that, I'm going to bite the Dinties and get my my check and my tip. And I'm going to arrive home. I'll watch like maybe 30 minutes of my video. I'm going to go to Snack Shack and get my hot dogs. Around like, I don't know, 8:30. And maybe another beer. I might get another maybe 4 beer. Obviously. I don't want to drink too much. I don't want to be drunk, right? I saw 2 beers left. Yeah. Yeah, Shadow Lawyer emailed me back. They wanted me to work till like 1, 2, 3 in the morning. I'm like, guys, I can't work till 1, 2, 3 in the morning. There's no bus service after that time. And they emailed me back, yeah, Ivan, sorry, you don't meet the requirements. So I didn't get the hotel job. I didn't even want to work there anyways, right? I want to collect welfare. Tomorrow I'm going to sign my paper. I didn't sign my paper yet. Tomorrow, after my video in the morning, I'm going to sign my paper, my welfare paper. And then I'm going to go to the office and I'm going to give them the paper, obviously. And I will qualify because I was with welfare before, right? I was with welfare for like a good 3 years before I worked at Coco 40. Yeah. But you have to tell them, yeah, okay, I plan on working at Coco 40 for the next 2 weeks. That way I have some money. I'm going to give the Coco 40 boss my 2-week notice. Yeah, I'm going to go back to collecting welfare. I can work for you for 2 weeks, but after that I'm done. So I don't want to work at Coco 40 anymore. It's too much work. It's stressing shit. I just want to collect my checks, make my $200 at Dinties part-time, and just focus and write my Zane's book. Finish up my Zane's book. And perhaps write the unique, obviously. Some sound. Yeah. I'll shut this camera off here in a good like 7-8 minutes. From now on, I'm going to cut my videos into like 30-40 minute parts. That way it doesn't take that long to upload, obviously, right? Because if you just make one video and it's like an hour and 30 minutes, hour and 40 minutes, it can take very long for the video to upload. So cut it into parts, 30-40 minute small parts, it uploads faster. Like I did before, right, with my old phone, right? Yeah. When I vlog with Tony, I'm going to cut it into parts. So if it's a 3-hour video, 2-hour, 30-minute video, I'll cut it into like 30-40 minute parts. That way it uploads faster. You guys will enjoy that show on Thursday, right? I vlog with Tony at the bar. Ivan, I think you're crazy. I know John Hammond, Robert Burnett, Jonathan Rayor. Ivan, you're crazy, man. There's no way your Xanadu story is better than Dune 2 and The Dark Knight and The Godfather and Goodfellas. You know what I'm saying? All the classics, Chinatown. No, guys, it's better than all those stories. It's a masterpiece. The greatest story ever told. The greatest story ever told. I'm sorry. It's the greatest story ever told. As you guys read, right? When I showed you some of my book. When I show you they're unique, you're also gonna what? Be shocked and holy shit, man! Ivan's an amazing story. Yes, I am. As you guys read the video, they're unique. That's an amazing start to your story. I know. It's an amazing start to my story. I'm sorry. It's a great start to my story. They're unique. I already have the whole prologue planned out. For unique, obviously, right? Because I'm a genius. Yeah. That's why those zingers are lucky, man. Those Hollywood zingers are lucky. They're gonna experience that glorious as a fame with King Ivan and Queen Mija for my movie. You're looking at an amazing movie for Zayans, man. The best story ever told. Better than them devils and demons. Yeah. That's why the Zingers are gonna beg, man. But they're not. You know, for the grace of God, reason from saying that, right? They're not good. Yeah. So why even Zanes is that good? Yeah, Zanes is so good it will blow your mind away when you read it. It will absolutely blow your mind away. It's a deep, powerful story. It's so deep you can't undeep that. And it's so powerful, it doesn't get any more powerful than that, man. It's a powerful, deep, like, it's a masterpiece, man. It's an amazing story. There's a reason why the Gates want to control my brand. They know how big it is, and they know how popular it'll be. Obviously, it'll be more popular than J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter, George Lucas' Star Wars, Kevin Feige's Marvel, and it's better than all those stories. I'm sorry. Peter will even tell me, yeah, I mean, this will be better than my Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Peter will be better than Lord of the Rings. It'll be better than Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. Saying this. And even George Lucas' original Star Wars, obviously. And it'll definitely be better than his prequels and Disney sequels, obviously, right? Yeah. Obviously. Because the prequels had their problems, obviously. They were pretty good. Like, Phantom Menace, I don't see that as a masterpiece. It's a pretty good movie. I liked it, obviously, but Attack of the Clones is obviously not that good. Whereas Revenge of the Sith, I see that as a masterpiece. That was my second best movie experience at the theaters. Revenge of the Sith is a fucking amazing movie. Yeah. That and A New Hope are my favorite Star Wars movies. As I like A New Hope more than Empire. I just like it more. I like the whole beginning with Luke in Tatooine. I love that story. Ivan, you like Star Wars better than Empire? Yeah, I do. I like Star Wars better than Empire. I can watch it more times. There's something about New Hope I just love. Like the introduction to Han and Luke and Leia. I remember I watched it last year. I was fucking hooked. I'm like, this is a fucking amazing movie. obviously. Yeah. But I'm going to be honest here. I separate entertainment and story. There's a difference between entertainment and story. There's some movies who are obviously more entertaining, but because the story's not as good, it's not a better movie, right? Obviously. Yeah. Because even though the Star Wars originals are I think it's my second favorite movie trilogy ever. The Marvel movies are obviously more entertaining than the Star Wars originals, obviously, but the stories of Star Wars is better. That's why it's a better quality movie. Obviously, so you have to separate entertainment from quality storytelling. There's a difference, obviously, right? No. Because I'm not gonna lie, George Lucas prequels are more entertaining than the originals when you watch it, right? Because of the spectacle and the technology, but yet the stories are not as good, except for Revenge of the Sith, obviously. Hence why the originals are better, but the prequels are still more entertaining. The sequels are more entertaining than the originals and the originals when you watch it, right? I'm not gonna lie. When I watch the sequels, I'm more wowed by the spectacle and the entertainment, obviously. But the stories are not as good, hence why the original takes the cake for me, obviously. The first two movies. But Return of the Jedi, I don't like that much, obviously. Return of the Jedi is a crapshoot. I don't like Return of the Jedi. Yeah. I like Phantom Menace more than the Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi, I didn't like that much. The only cool thing about it is that Luke is badass, obviously. But Return of the Jedi, I don't really like, obviously. Empire and New Hope, I love. Return of the Jedi was a letdown for me, man. It's the worst of the three movies, and that's John Campion's favorite Star Wars movie. But that's one of my worst Star Wars movies, obviously. Ivan, what's your worst Star Wars movie? Um, Probably Attack of the Clones. Yeah, Attack of the Clones is probably the worst one. Attack of the Clones was bad, man. That's where George Lucas he had a bad day at the office, man. Attack of the Clones was not that good of a movie, obviously. Yeah, that's the one movie where I say, yeah, George, that movie was not that good, obviously. Attack of the Clones is by far the worst movie of the three, right? It wasn't that. The whole love thing was rushed. I didn't like it that much, but the end Clone War thing's pretty cool, though. But Attack of the Clones is by far the worst of the three movies, right? The prequels. Yeah. Ivan, you think George Lucas will even tell you that Zanus is better than his originals? Yeah, he will. Once John Campea, Star Wars is John Campea's favorite. The Star Wars originals is John Campea's favorite movie trilogy ever. Obviously, well, once John Campea reads my book, he'll be like, yeah, Zanus will be a better movie than George Lucas originals. Yeah, it's a better story, more deeper, more powerful. Star Wars has better world building, obviously, deeper world building, obviously, but Zanus is the better story. But the world building in Star Wars is beautiful, man. Very fucking beautiful. Yeah. But it's the what? Obviously some Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. If I get my $400 check, maybe tomorrow, obviously, or Wednesday, I might buy my laptop. That way, when I make videos, I can now show you guys videos and pictures. It's more interesting, obviously. Yeah. why even serious, man? Are you lying, man? Is your whole book like that? Yes. What I showed you guys, my whole book is entertaining like that. Obviously. And I'm so gifted, I know how to balance entertainment and spectacle with quality storytelling. So for Xanud, you get both. You get beautiful storytelling, but the story is also very entertaining, and you have a lot of spectacle in Xanud when you read it. Especially Volume 3, you have high spectacle, obviously. I know how to balance the spectacle and the entertainment with quality storytelling, obviously. Some Sarah? Yeah. Ivan, you're very honest with how you view movies. Yeah. Like, I want to be honest, Andor and Mandalorian are more entertaining than the Star Wars originals when you watch it, right? But yet the Star Wars originals, because the stories are better, the first two anyways, it's the better watch, obviously, in terms of story. But Andor is obviously more entertaining and watched than the Star Wars originals because of the spectacle, obviously, the technology and everything. But you have to separate entertainment from storytelling. Just because something's more entertaining, the way I see entertainment is more about the experience, the visual experience you're getting when you watch it. Whereas storytelling is all about the heart and your mind and how it hits you emotionally, obviously. So I'm saying, and you gotta separate the two. Because I'm not gonna lie, Andor is obviously more entertaining when you watch it compared to the originals. Right? I'm not gonna lie, because the original it lacked technology and stuff. But in terms of story, the original hits me more. In terms of my heart, the way it gives me more something to think about. It hits me more inwardly because the story is better. But Andor, it's a better visual experience in terms of the spectacle, better spectacle. So you gotta separate the two, obviously. Yeah. No, Ivan, the originals has better spectacle too. If you say that, you're lying. Because when you watch Andor with the technology and everything, obviously you have a better visual experience when you watch it, obviously, because of the spectacle and everything. But the story's not as good, obviously. But Andor has a pretty good story too. Andor's amazing. Arguably the best Star Wars show, right? Obviously. Some Sarah? Yeah. Will Xanus have spectacle? Oh yeah, I'm making it for, I don't know, $3 billion, $2.7 million. A $900 million budget for Peter Jackson per volume. Xanus will obviously have. I'm putting a lot of money towards the movie. That way, I have amazing spectacle, and you get an amazing visual experience. But I also want the story to capture the hearts and minds of the viewer. You write an amazing script with Peter, but you also have the special effects and all of the sepulting and everything, the mass and everything, and the whirling walls and the wobbling to also create a good visual experience when you watch my movie, an amazing experience when you watch it, obviously. Notice how I qualified visual experience. I didn't say experience in general. I said visual experience, obviously, right? The visual experience. The atmosphere and visual experience. That's entertainment. Whereas personal experience, like how it captures like your heart and your mind and your soul, that's story. There's a difference between you, right? That's why you see it, right? Yeah. Robert, that's like that's a good example. Yeah, it's a good example, Rob. I'm saying, yeah. Yeah. Matrix Reloaded is more entertaining than The Matrix when you watch it, in terms of the visual experience. In terms of the visual experience, Matrix Reloaded is more entertaining than The Matrix 1, but Matrix 1 captures your heart and soul and your mind more. It's a better story. That's why it's the best one of the three. Yeah. Some say, huh? You gotta separate the two. It's very important. you know. So Ivan, Zanes will have spectacle and great story. Yeah, Zanes will have a lot of spectacle. That way you have an amazing experience when you watch my movie. The demon wolves and bats, the war, unheard of war, the warbling. At the same time, it's also a beautifully written story, an amazing story. It's a masterpiece, obviously. When you read my book, you'll see what I mean. Zanes is very entertaining. It's also a beautiful story, powerful story. And there's also a lot of spectacle in it too when you read it. As you guys read, right? Yeah. Zanes is a commercial, it's a commercial, big, thrilling, epic fantasy written story, right? Like, Zanes is not a niche, small story. No, it's a commercial story when you read it. It's a kind of story whereby the Hollywood companies would bid over it, man. It's an amazing story. Yeah. As if I sold out, the Hollywood companies would be bidding over my story. Disney, Warner Bros., Universal, Paramount, Sony, they'd be bidding over my story. Netflix, they'd all bid over my story. Yeah, I want to get my hands on that and produce the movie. But I told you, Hollywood can only afford to put maybe $350 million towards my movie. $350 million won't cut it for Zanes. You gotta put like $900, $1 billion, $60 million for each movie, man, if you want to really tell an amazing story and have it earn maybe devils and demons. I know I'm doing. Some saying. Alright guys, this is the end of part 1. I'm gonna shut this guy off here. You guys will see me in part 2.